Hey there, everyone. It's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about Tyler Perry's comedy drama, The Oval, Season 4, Episode 17, Bridge Over Troubled Water. That title really did nothing for me. They mentioned the word bridge when Kyle said, take the bridge, and that's about all it is. Maybe the troubled waters that the car ends up in the water. I mean, what was that, a little lake, a pond? It didn't even look like no deep water. Anyhow, let's get on with this recap review. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel as of yet, please take a moment right now, hit that subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know every time I upload a new video. Then I ask that you like, comment, and share. And you know, like is that thumbs up button. Now let's get started. So it starts with Alonzo grabbing Jason and running out the back door while Alan's apartment is filled with smoke because they threw that little smoke bomb in there. His arms are up because Kyle is pointing a gun at him and asking, where is he, talking about the first son, Jason. And of course, you know, Kyle act like not Kyle, Lord help me. Alan act like he didn't know what he was talking about. And they went and searched the place. He sent Agent Kane to search the place. And you see out the back door, there's David and Alonzo and Jason. They run out, you know, and David and Alonzo start fighting while Jason jumps in the truck and drives off. Kyle and that other agent, and Agent Kane, they come downstairs with guns drawn and pointed at Alonzo and David. They asked, where's the first son? And Alonzo plays dumb, so does David. I was laughing. And then Kyle gets pissed. He decides to have David taken to the White House to find out what in the heck is going on. And so he asks Alonzo, why was he at Alan's apartment in the first place? And they both are looking at him like, duh, we're friends. We've been friends for years. Everyone at the freaking White House knows that, dummy. And then, you know, Kyle gets stupid sometimes. Anyway, Alonzo calls Sam and tells him what's going on. And Sam lets him know that he's got eyes on Jason. Then Alonzo tells him about David. And Sam acts as if he doesn't know who David is because he's describing this white guy, tall and stuff. And Sam was like, I don't know who it is. I'll find out later. So Alonzo asks, what should he do? And Sam tells him to basically, you know, stay put. So then we got Kyle who calls Donald and lets him know that Jason got away and that Alan may not have been a part of it, you know, because Donald is pissed thinking that Jason was to his house. But they said maybe he was just trying to get in there and it just didn't work. So Kyle then tells him about this guy, David, and that he has him being brought to the White House. So, and you know, Donald's asking, who is he? And he's like, I don't know. Anyway, then we have Victoria. She goes to see Eli. Max is at the door wondering why is she there in the first place. So he gets permission from Eli, who plays dumb as to why is she there as well. He gets permission to let her in. So Max standing inside the office watching because he don't trust Victoria. And then Eli gives him like the signal, like a nod saying it's okay, he could go. So then Victoria informs Eli about Jason still being alive and cremating a cancer patient. And she's like, he said, how are we going to tell the world, you know? And she's like, what? And he said, yeah, we're in this together. And she liked hearing that, of course. But, you know, they were in there kissing and all of this stuff. And I was hoping that Max was listening to the door and realized what's going on. But as they are kissing, for some reason, Victoria takes off one of her earrings and puts it into Eli's jacket pocket. And I'm sitting there going, why the hell is she doing that? It makes no sense to me. And then I said, unless it's a small like microphone or something that she's, you know, going to put in his pocket and could hear what's happening when he gets home, or that she's hoping that Simone will find it and cause problems in their marriage, the same way she did into Sam or Priscilla's marriage, which makes her a real biatch. Really, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, you know, what's that? Misery Loves Company. She has a miserable marriage and she's trying to make everybody else's marriages miserable, I guess. So now we have Sharon and Dale in the living room waiting for Miss Nancy to get up. Then she comes downstairs acting strange, and both Sharon and Dale are wondering what the heck is up with her. So Dale goes in the bathroom to get ready to go to work. Sharon asked Miss Nancy if she went to that compound and she said yes. And Sharon told her, oh no, and she told her that she saw Ruth and Callie. So Sharon tells her that those people are dangerous dangerous. But of course, Miss Nancy said they weren't, and told Sharon that they drove her home because she was tired. And Sharon's looking at her like she's crazy. And Sharon then tells Nancy that your top is on backwards, and Nancy's like, no, it's not. And then Miss Nancy shows Sharon the pills that she's taking, and that's making her so happy and feeling free and everything. And Sharon asked her how many of those she took. And she said they told her to take 4 a day. So she offers Sharon one, and Sharon pretends to take it. She gives her a glass of, did you see that fake glass of water? I was laughing. It looked the fake ice in it. It just looked so fake to me. If it was real, it looked fake. I'm telling you. Then she tries to, get the pill bottle. That's Sharon again. She tried to get the pill bottle from Nancy to see if it has a label so that she could figure out what it is. But Nancy tells her that there's no label, and they make the pills on their compound. So now Dale comes back into the living room, and Sharon tells Miss Nancy to stay put while she walks Dale to his car. She gives Dale the pill that she pretended to take, and tells him to take it to the pharmacy and have Kareem break it down so she could find out what is in it, I guess. So then Dale leaves, of course, and Sharon calls Mr. Richard and leaves a message that she wants to talk to him about Miss Nancy. Tell me something. Why am I happy that I didn't see Priscilla this episode? I swear, I was so glad not to see Priscilla. Don't ask me why. Anyway, some of y'all might feel the same way. Anyway, so then Donald goes into the Oval and is looking strangely at Hunter, who is asking for Alonzo, and Donald tells him that he won't have the drugs that he wants. So Hunter kicks him out of his office after threatening him that he better not be screwing Victoria. And Donald's like, yeah, okay, that's not happening, believe it. And he's telling him that he wants a new, beautiful press secretary. You know what I like? I want her to deliver the news to the people, and that Donald needs to start looking for one right now. And Donald is still trying to talk to him. Sir, I need to talk to you. Sir, you're on edge. Sir, he's like, that's right, I'm on edge, and get out of here. And Donald's like, I'm trying to talk to you as a friend. And Hunter said, newsflash, we are not friends. It's like, so you need to stop that right now. So Hunter refuses to talk to or even listen to Donald. And he told him to get out and to go to hell. I said, oh, Lord, them drugs is really getting to him. So now we see Dale arriving to the pharmacy. His car is parked totally the wrong way. That's not even a parking space. If y'all look at the lines on the ground, it looks so ridiculous. Did TP really think that we wouldn't notice that? I see everything. Okay. So Dale tries the door and it's locked. So he calls Sharon to let her know. So she tells him, well, call Kareem. You didn't call him? Anyway, she said, because he's not answering my calls. So Dale calls Kareem and he answers, and they make arrangements for Dale to stop by to pick up the store key from him. So then Kareem's cousin Tony comes into the apartment and tells Kareem that he's got to act normal and to go to work because things will work better that way. It's not going to work if he's sitting home not going in. So Kareem is all messed up because, someone's trying to set him up, he said. And we learned that they threw Barry's body in a landfill or something or whatever. And Kareem's worried that somebody will find it or whatever. I don't know. But then Kareem tells his cousin that he said, Tony, I think you only worried about your drugs. And so he probably was right about that. And he tells Kareem that, look, I have some cash coming in and it needs to be cleaned today. So Kareem is like, yeah, okay, bye, cuz, they say goodbye. And Tony tells him to just relax, chill. Anyway, then we had, you know what? Kareem's a little punk. He's a punk. He's a wimp and all of that. He tried to be all tough, yelling at Barry, yelling at Sharon, being tough, being rude to Dale and everybody else. And he is a wimp. He is a scaredy cat, and I can't see that he could fight worth a lick. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just had to say that. So then we had Lily sitting on the couch like a dude. Did y'all see her legs all wide open? And then when she gets a call from Officer Heller, he's checking to see how she is and asks if she needs a bodyguard. And she tells him that she doesn't and that he needs to let this go. But now she's calling him officer. She's like, officer, you need to let this go. Officer this, officer. So then he tells Lily that they ruined him and got him fired, saying that it was a matter of national security. She said, I know. She knew the whole spiel that they used. And they also ruined his credit. He was about to close on the house and he had excellent credit. And now his credit looks like ish. So Lily said she's sorry again. She kept saying sorry and that she said, I really tried. And he said, I know you tried to tell me. And he told her that he wants, revenge. And he said, I know you do too. And Lily's like, really, dude, you need to let it go. And he keeps telling Lily to call him Brian, and Lily keeps calling him officer and telling him she's going to hang up the phone and that he shouldn't try to get revenge. And he tells her that, if she ever calls him his number, he will be there to help her. And she tells him that he will lose. And he said, I have already lost, and that's messed up the way they do stuff. He was just doing his job. I know he's taking it maybe a little bit too far, but he was doing his job. So then she also informs Brian or whatever, Officer Heller, that Donald has 24/7 security service detailing, which the officer said he was aware of. I said, I guess we can't call him officer anymore because he lost his damn job now, didn't he? So I guess it's Brian. So now we have Simone coming home with Bobby, who helps her take off her shoes. Then she lets him know that she is not interested in him sexually and that he needs to stop putting his hands on the small of her back while escorting her. And he says, sorry, it'll never happen again. And she said, I know, because you won't be escorting me anymore, and that her husband will need him, both him and Max, if anything goes down. So then she dismissed Bobby. He goes out the front door, and then Eli comes in the back, and she asks, why did he come home during the middle of the day? And he's reminded her of our anniversary. I was like, their anniversary? What kind of anniversary? It was something like that, he said. So they usually have lunch together or something like that. So he gives her his jacket, saying that, he's going to go cook for lunch for them. And she's like, I better go help you. But he said, no, I got it. So she grabs his pocket, and then she grabs his coat, and then she goes in the pocket. I'm like, why did she go in the pocket? I don't know. Maybe it's something she does when she gets it done, cleaned, or take it to the cleaner's, laundry, whatever. Anyway, I have no idea why she went in the pockets, and she finds the earring that Victoria put in there. Victoria's so messy. So now back at Nancy and Richard's house, Sharon is watching Nancy bugging out, walking around funny. And then she says something is wrong and Barry is not all right. Nancy's bugging out, saying something's wrong. He's not all right. She's scratching her head and she said, I can feel it. I can feel it. And all Sharon keeps doing is yelling, Miss Nancy, are you all right? Are you all right? And Nancy tells Sharon that she looks pregnant. It starts acting weird again. And she said, I will call Mr. Richard. She said, no, don't call him. She said, I'm going to take you to the hospital. No, you can't take you to the hospital. And then, it seems as if Nancy took, all of the pills. She said, where's those pills? She took the bottle, was empty. Sharon is like, oh my God. So Sharon tricks her into going to the hospital by telling her that the baby is coming, that she's pregnant, the baby's coming. I need you to come with me. And that's how Nancy went with her. I said, oh my God. Anyway, and check this out. Nancy wanted to drive. Sharon was like, I don't think so. Then we have Alan. He arriving into work late. He goes into Donald's office and asks, is there anything he should know about? They seem to think that Jason was at my house when there's a funeral planned for him today. So Donald tells him there's nothing he needs to know and to go get him some coffee. So he leaves out, and then Kyle comes in and Donald asks if Agent Kane was there with this guy. And Kyle says no. So then Kyle calls Agent Kane and asks, where the heck is he? And he said, stuck in DC traffic, sir. And he said, I was making sure that he wasn't being tailed because he's clever, sir. And Kyle tells him to take the bridge. And they ask, why didn't he hear the daggone siren? He said, oh, because I didn't want to draw any attention. So my question is, though, who is he that he's saying he's clever? Because I didn't hear them mention Sam's name. So who is clever that they're talking about? Somebody let me know down in the comment section if that's what they were saying. Is that who they're talking about? Anyway, so then we have David. He's in the back of the car asking, where are you taking me? And I'm like, you knew where the heck you were going before you even got into that car, because Kyle already told you he was taking you to the White House. Anyways, he tries with the small talk, and Kane is not trying to hear him and tells David to sit back and shut up. Then David asks Agent Kane if he knows how to swim, because Kyle told him to take the bridge. Kyle told Agent Kane to take the bridge so he wouldn't be stuck in traffic. So I'm assuming the bridge is over some water, troubled water. I'm just trying to put it together, y'all. So I'm sitting there going, uh-oh. And Agent Kane is like, don't even think of whatever you think you might be doing. He said, how could I do anything? I'm handcuffing. He lifts up his hands and you see the handcuffs, and the next thing the handcuffs is around his neck and he's choking him just as we expected. So Agent Kane is turning red and everything, and the car veered off into a lake of sorts or something, and that's how it ended. it didn't look like it was no serious water. It would look like a little lake or whatever. Does he know how to swim? I wonder if he's going to kill him. Anyway, that's how it ended. It was, I can't even say what this episode was. It was a filler. There was nothing really exciting in this episode. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.